Good evening, Mayor and Council. My name is Michael Skinner, Homeless Programs Administrator, presenting for Emilio Ramirez, Housing Director. This presentation is to accompany the staff report for the Oxnard Navigation Center Operating Agreement for fiscal year 2024 to 2025. Since January 2019, the City of Oxnard has operated a 110-bed, 24-hour-a-day shelter, which provides a safe place to sleep, shelter from the elements, meals, sanitation, and case management services for individuals experiencing homelessness at the former National Guard Armory on K Street. After being operated directly by Housing Department staff for 5 months, in June of 2019, the City of Oxnard procured the nonprofit Mercy House to manage the shelter and navigation center operations. On December 16, 2019, the City Council approved Agreement Number A8194 with Mercy House, covering shelter operations through June 30, 2020. That agreement was subsequently amended 3 times and expired on June 30, 2022. On June 30, 2022, the City Council approved Agreement Number A8474 with Mercy House, covering shelter operations through that fiscal year. That agreement expired on June 30, 2023. On June 20, 2023, the City Council approved Agreement Number 324-00019 with Mercy House, covering shelter operations through the current fiscal year. That agreement will expire on June 30, 2024. Staff remains committed to the continued service of the Oxnard Navigation Center, and Mercy House has performed well in its duty to serve the homeless population in Oxnard. As such, staff proposes to extend the operating agreement for another year for the period ending June 30, 2025. For fiscal year 2024 to 2025, the not-to-exceed annual operating total for the agreement is $4,066,990. This operating cost will be funded with a combination of PLHA grant funds, together with an allocation from the city's general fund and a special allocation from the state of California. The not-to-exceed cost of the agreement for fiscal year 2024 to 2025 is $4,066,990. Of that, $1,723,000 is proposed to come from the city's general fund. $1.1 million of that will be from an annual recurring allocation. $400,000 would be from a supplemental budget request, and $223,000 from a fiscal year 2023 to 2024 rollover of funds that went unused in that fiscal year. $1,334,826 would come from a special allocation from the state legislature, and the remaining $1,009,164 would come from a permanent local housing allocation, or PLHA. Therefore, the recommendation is that the City Council approve and authorize the mayor to execute a 1-year agreement with Mercy House for the provision of shelter and navigation center operations in fiscal year 2024 to 2025 in the amount not to exceed $4,066,990. Authorize the city manager or designee to carry over unspent general fund previously allocated funding for fiscal year 2023 to 2024 shelter operations to now be used for fiscal year 2024 to 2025 shelter operations in the amount of $223,000. Authorize the city manager or designee to appropriate PLHA funds and recognize grant revenue in the amount of $876,166 in fiscal year 2024 to 2025, and authorize the city manager or designee to appropriate California state grant funds and recognize grant revenue in the amount of $1,334,826 in fiscal year 2024 to 2025. This concludes the presentation for this item. Thank you for your time.